Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shivtapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So by Krishna's mercy, we are now successfully studying in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that is Dhyana Yoga. So Krishna is teaching here that we need to give up. Again, Krishna is again teaching the same thing, that we need to give up attachment to the results. Everywhere, all the chapters, all the slokas, Krishna again and again teaching that we need to give up the attachment to the results. But in this world, everybody is attached. And we are also forced to be in that situation. For example, if you are working in a job, when everyone is attached there, we also have to be working. But if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then that will not happen. Like in the battlefield, there, everyone was attached to the results when they were fighting. But what about Arjuna? Everyone thought that Arjuna is also fighting like them. Duryodhana definitely thought that Arjuna also wants the kingdom. Arjuna wants to enjoy like him, like Duryodhana. He wants to rule the kingdom. That's why he is fighting. Like that only Duryodhana thought. Everyone thought like that only. Because this Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna in the middle of the battlefield. So that way, Arjuna only got this knowledge and he was fighting for Krishna, and only Arjuna only knew, and Krishna knows he is fighting for Krishna, not for anything else. Otherwise, he didn't even want to fight. Even though there is no other choice other than fighting. Because he didn't have any other choice, and by nature, he will be forced to fight. Swabhava. By Swabhava, he will be forced to fight. He was forced to fight at that time. Similarly, by nature, by our Swabhava, because Swabhava Jam. Krishna is using the word Swabhava Jam like that. Brahma Karma Swabhava Jam, Kshatram Karma Swabhava Jam, Vaisya Karma Swabhava Jam. Like that. Sutrasyapi Swabhava Jam. Like that. Krishna is using that Swabhava Jam, like that. Because all the karma, all the activities are born. Jam means born. They are born from Swabhava. Every one of us have our own Swabhava. We are not freed from this Swabhava. We ourselves know very well. because we are forced to act. But for us, particularly the devotees of Krishna who are listening to Krishna, who are studying Bhagavad Gita, we know that we are forced to act. And we know how to relieve ourselves, how to release that force, how to free ourselves from that bondage. That force is known as bondage, bandha. So, nibaddaga svena karmana, swabhava jena kaunteya, nibaddaga svena karmana. Kartum nechasi enmohat karishyasi avasupitat. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. That is, swabhava. Swabhava is actually swakarma. So, swabhava jena kaunteya, nibaddaga svena karmana means, so the karmana, the activities which are swakarmana, svena karmana, means it's one's own activities, which is born from swabhava jena. So it is born from the swabhava. So that means swakarmana, that is one's own activities. So what they are doing, it is born from swabhava. So kartum nechasi yan mohat. You don't want to do that. You think that you will not fight here because of mohat, because of not having the knowledge, because you are confused, you are bewildered. Kartum nechasi yan mohat. Because karisyasi avasopitat. Because you will have to fight. You will be forced to fight. You are forced to fight. Karisyasi avasopitat. So that's what we need to understand, that all of us in this world, we are all forced to act every day, every moment, in every act. We are all forced. We are not free. How can we free ourselves then? How to free ourselves? We know that we are forced to act. We are controlled. We are controlled by the modes of material nature. We need to get the knowledge. We need to understand. We need to get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and realize that Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is there in our heart as the super soul. Isvaraga sarvabhutanam hrittesh arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudani maya. So that's what we need to understand. So by understanding that, by knowing that Krishna, the super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is there in our heart, we need to simply surrender unto Him. He is there with us. He is there inside our own body, inside in our heart. Krishna is there. We need to realize that. We should not forget the fact. That is a very important fact. That's a very important sense, that we don't have to search out for Krishna anywhere else. Krishna is there within our own body. Tameva saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi shasvatam. So we have to surrender unto Krishna, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who is there in our heart as the super soul. So tameva saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata. In all respects, we have to completely, fully surrender unto Krishna. Then by His mercy, we will be freed from our swabhava. We will be freed from the bondage to work in this material world. We'll be freed from the bondage to birth in this material world. So then what is going to happen? We are going to get param shantim, the supreme peace of mind. What is going to happen if we get the param shantim, the supreme peace of mind? We are going to attain the kingdom, the place that is permanent abode. So that is Krishna's abode, Goloka. We are going to go to Goloka if we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that's what is the knowledge. Krishna is here, idite jnanam akhyatam guhyat guhyataram maya. So I have given you this knowledge, whatever I have spoken to you, this is the secret of all secrets. Guhyat guhyataram maya. Vimirshaitat. So yate chasi tatha kuru. So by being deliberate on this, you do what you wish to do. So here, when Krishna says that yatechasi tatha kuru, means Krishna is not asking Arjuna that you decide, I have given you this complete knowledge. Idite jnanam akyatam guhyataram maya. I have given the secret of all secrets. Now being deliberate on this, you do what you wish to do. So what is that option given here? The option is not given like whether you decide whether you want to fight or not. That option is not given. That option is not there. We need to understand very well. Krishna gave the option to Arjuna that you decide whether you want to fight for me or you want to fight under the control of the modes of material nature. So that is the option given. That's it. So that's why yatechasi tatha kuru. You do what you wish to do means you decide whether you are going to fight for me or still you will be fighting, but you want to fight under the control of the modes of nature. That is the option given. That's what we need to understand. So Arjuna really did not have the option to decide whether to fight or not, but he had the option to decide whether to fight for Krishna or not. It is the same case for all of us in this material world. Every one of us is forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature. Not even a single moment one can refrain from doing something. Nahi kashchit kshanam api jatu tistati akarmakrit karyatehi avassaka karma sarvaka prakriti jayir gunehi. So the Prakriti Jayir Gunehi, so the gunas, the three modes of material nature which are born from Prakriti, is forcing everyone. Everyone is forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature. That is the fact we need to understand. So the choice is given to us whether we want to do it for Krishna or not. That's what we need to select. We need to select it. We say that I am on Krishna side, Krishna is with me. So then Krishna, we are going to be successful all the time. Arjuna thought that, Duryodhana thought that their army is protected by Bhima. No, it was protected by Krishna. So, aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma abhirakshitam paryaptam idam etesam balam bhima abhirakshitam. That is wrong. That is total wrong because he was ignorant. He didn't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. It's very well protected by Krishna. So that way we are all protected by Krishna, and Krishna is the source of everything. Like we studied in the last class, that everything emanates from Krishna, everything comes from Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. So we don't have to go to anyone for anything. We just have to go to see Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, for everything. So just surrender unto Him. That is the only one thing we need to do. Simply surrender unto Him. Tameva saranam kacha. So you just surrender unto Him. That's what Krishna is saying there. Then tat prasadat param shantim. So tameva saranam gacha. If we surrender unto Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, knowing very well that He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is the Purushottama. So if we just surrender unto Him, then by His mercy, we are going to get Goloka. We are going to go to Goloka. So we are very fortunate by Krishna's causeless mercy. We are getting this knowledge. So we are also getting the opportunity to serve Krishna, to surrender unto Krishna. Because now we know that without any doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. There is no question about it. We believe in Krishna fully, 100%. We believe in Bhagavad Gita fully because it is coming from Krishna. It is given by Krishna. This is the song of God. So we are listening to Krishna. So that is the reason we are studying only Bhagavad Gita. We are studying only about what our Lord, the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, is teaching us, is instructing us. So we are simply listening only to Krishna, not to anyone else. If we just follow this, if we just continue this, just listening to Krishna only listening to Krishna, only this Bhagavad Gita, only following Krishna's instructions and doing everything for Krishna, then Krishna will be able to save us from this ocean of material miseries. Just by getting into the boat of knowledge, we can cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. Sarvam jnana plavenaiva vrijinam santarishyasi. That's what is happening with all of us. So by Krishna's mercy only, we are able to now get this Bhagavad Gita, understand this Bhagavad Gita. And we know, especially right now, we are studying the 6th chapter, that is Dhyana Yoga. So Krishna is teaching us how to control our mind. Science, it is the king of science. It is the Raja Vidya, it is the king of knowledge. We just have to study Bhagavad Gita, focus Bhagavad Gita, and simply follow Bhagavad Gita. So then we will be able to control our mind. Otherwise, even if we live up to 100 years, this life here in this material world is of no use at all if we don't study Bhagavad Gita, if we don't follow Bhagavad Gita. Then what is the point? Maybe this life, maybe one can live for 100 years, but still one has to die only. So nobody can live here forever. Then what happens in the next life? Maybe a person may even die at the time of birth itself. Birth itself is a problem. Birth, old age, disease, and death, they are all problems, real problems. So we need to understand this fact. We need to understand that this life is temporary. So this is anityam, ashukam, asukam, lokam. So having come to this temporary, miserable world, you render devotional service unto me. You worship me. That's what Krishna is saying, that anityam, asukam, lokam, imam, prapya, bhajasvamam. So there is nothing else good for us. Other than simply worshipping Krishna, rendering devotional service unto Krishna, there is nothing else in this world is good for us. Everything else is very, very bad for us. We need to understand. Because everything else is going to bind us to this material world. Anything we do which is not done for Krishna is going to bind us to this material world. Yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaga. Anyatra. Any other work is going to bind us to this material world. Anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaga. Tadartam karma kaunteya mukta sangaga samachara. So that way, we need to do all the work only as yajna, only as an offering unto Krishna. So that's what we need to do. Everything should be done only for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is giving us guidance. It's directing us how to do our activities every day. What to do and what not to do. The Asuras, they don't know what to do and what not to do. Pravrittimcha nivrittimcha janaga navidugu asuraga. But devotees, bhaktaga, pravrittimcha nivrittimcha janaga vidugu bhaktaga. Not na vidugu, it is vidugu. We know that. We know that what is right, what is wrong, what to do, what not to do. Because whatever Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita is right. So we just have to do whatever Krishna is asking us to do in Bhagavad Gita. Nothing else we should do. So that way, we have to first study and understand this knowledge fully, because Krishna is saying that simply by taking shelter into this knowledge, we are going to go to Goloka. That's it. Just by taking shelter into this Bhagavad Gita. That means just by repeatedly studying Bhagavad Gita, all these slokas again and again, we are going to go to Goloka. That's what we are doing. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are able to study Bhagavad Gita every day. I'm sure this is one of a very, very rare, unique group of devotees, team of devotees who are focusing only on Bhagavad Gita every day, studying only Bhagavad Gita every day. So that's why we are getting success. We are able to identify more devotees. When the number of devotees in our Bhagavad Gita class, the strength increases, there is the success. So because we are able to serve Krishna, we are able to identify more devotees, we are able to really serve Krishna in a very nice way. We are all becoming dearer to Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, in the 6th chapter, we finished 2 slokas. The entire 6th chapter, first 32 slokas, Krishna is teaching us about how to control our mind. Everything talks about mind control only. That is what is called yoga. So when our mind is controlled, so then our mind will become our best friend. So now we finished these 2 slokas in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the very first sloka, Krishna is saying that Anashitaga karma palam karyam karma karotiyaka Sasanyashi chayogi cha niragdini na chakriyaka. So, one who is not attached, unattached, anashitaha. What? Unattached to what? Karma phalam. Karma phalam means the results of activities. One who is not attached to the results of activities, anashritaka karma phalam, karyam karma karotyega. And if a person is able to perform all the activities without any attachment to the results, he is a sannyasi, he is a yogi, not a person who is not igniting the fire. And not a person who is not starting the work and not doing the work. Na niragnir na chakriyaha. That's what Krishna is saying. So, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, one who is unattached, so that's what anashridaka, unattached to the fruits of his work, and who works as he is obligated, is in the renounced order of life, and he is the true mystic, not he who lights no fire and performs no duty. So then Krishna is continuing in the next slokam, same thing. Krishna is again repeating in using different words. Yam sannyasam iti prahu yogam tam vidhi pandava nakhya sannyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. Yam sannyasam iti prahu. So what is called as sannyasa is also, you know that, Pandava, you know that there is also yoga. So sannyasa and yoga both are same. So nahi asanyasta sankalpo. So without being a sannyasi, one can never become a yogi. So that means the real meaning of sannyasa is renouncing the results. That means renouncing the attachment to the results. So without renouncing the attachment to the results, one cannot become a yogi. So that's why nahi asanyasta sankalpo yogi bhavati kaschana. What is called renunciation, you should know to be the same as yoga, or linking oneself with the Supreme. O son of Pandu, for one who can never become a yogi, for one can never become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. So that's what is very important. It automatically happens when we develop the love on Krishna. When we start focusing on Krishna, we'll automatically give up the attachment to the results. Then the sloka what we are studying today, again, another nice sloka. Krishna is teaching in the third sloka, 6th chapter. Arurukshur mune yogam karma karanam uchyate yogarudasya tasyaiva samaha karanam uchyate. Arurukshur mune yogam. So, in the beginning, so one who is just has begun the yoga. So that's what in the beginning. So karma karanam uchyate. So action, karma is said to be the cause. So we need to work the means. So karma is said to be the means. So for anyone who want to become a yogi, in the beginning, one has to work, one has to act. So that means we need to act and prove that we don't have any attachment to the results. That's what we need to prove, because we are controlled by the modes of nature and we are forced to act and we don't have any freedom. So we need to act. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jayogi akarmanaga. Sarira yatra pichate na prasadet karmanaga. So one should perform the prescribed duties. So niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jayogi akarmanaga. So it's better to perform one's own duty instead of not doing it. So that's why karma jayogi akarmanaga. But sarira yatra pichate na prasadet akarmanaga. So having obtained this body without doing any activity, it's not at all good even to maintain our body. So we have to act. Once we achieve yoga rodasya, that means once we have achieved that equanimity, not disturbed by success and failure, freed from the dualities. So once we are able to become a sthita prajna, so that means we have controlled our mind completely. Our mind is not wavering here and there. Our mind is focused only on Krishna. So that's what is called yoga rudasya. At that point of time, there is nothing is forcing us to act. So cessation of activities are said to be the means. Samaha, shamaha, karanam, uchyate. So that's what. At that point of time, of course, we can do the activities for the benefit of other living beings, for the welfare of other living entities, but we are not forced to act. We need to understand it. We are not forced to act at all. So we are freed. So that's why yastvatmaratireva syat atmatriptascha manavaha atmanyeva cha santustaka tasya karyam na vidyate. Yastvatmaratireva syat atmatriptascha manavaha atmanyeva cha santustaka tasya karyam na vidyate. One who is able to find happiness within the self, for him there is no duty to do. So that's why yoga rudasya tasyeva shamaha karanam uchyate. So the reason to stop work, the reason should be that we have achieved yoga. So that should be the reason. The reason to do our work, that we have begun the yoga, we need to achieve yoga. So to achieve yoga, we need to work, and we need to stop work because we have achieved yoga. So that's what is very important. To achieve yoga, we need to work, and we can stop when we achieved yoga. So for one who is a neophyte in the eightfold yoga system, work is said to be the means. And for one who is already elevated in the yoga, cessation of all material activities is said to be the means. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the third sloka in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us continue our sadhana, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we'll chant 2 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmelitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaudavakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu, Hema Mataji, Munmun Mataji, Tapati Ghosh Mataji, and Aruna Prakash Mataji says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
There are no questions, Guruji, so far. Thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Aruna Prakash Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, I couldn't hear you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Classes are very nice, Prabhuji.
Yes,
my mind is very clear now.
yes, Mataji.
I am doing japa very concentrately.
Very nice, very nice.
Thoughts are also come to down.
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
by Krishna's mercy,
I am following your.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, especially in the 6th chapter when we study, when you understand all these slokas, when you are able to follow what Krishna is teaching us, it will become very perfect, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Srabani, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sona Chokshi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So you understood everything today, Mataji?
Yes, Guruji. It was very nice. Yeah. Guruji, where can we, what can we do during the day for learning or chanting these slokas, which would be an ideal, a book or, which, where we can understand also easily throughout the day also, where we can keep on practicing this. I want to, by heart the shlokas.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita as it is the book. So you can get that book if you have with you, it is fine. With hard copy, you can get it. Otherwise, vedabase.io website. So which I am sharing my screen every time, correct? So vedabase.io, there also you can go. And you can go through our past lectures, YouTube recordings also to learn more about the slokas during the daytime, because we have thousands of lectures now. Actually,
Yeah, that is what.
We finished the entire Bhagavad Gita once, and now again we are doing it. So 700 lectures plus. Even before that also, I have lectures like that in the past, but at least in YouTube we have only like yes, Mataji. If you can listen to those
So what is
lectures.
the YouTube channel name, Guruji?
It is online Bhagavad Gita class. If you are actually in our WhatsApp group, I'm sending we are sending the YouTube link, correct, Mataji? So if you click on that YouTube link, that will take you to their channel. You can subscribe to their channel, and then you will be able to. There are playlists for each chapter, so you can go through each chapter, and when you have more time, you can listen to that. So you'll get the complete now. Because I'm always, as you noticed, I'm referring many slokas in Bhagavad Gita, correct? So that is the best way to learn the slokas. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. You said you were in Delhi, correct, Mataji? Which
Mumbai,
place in Delhi? Mumbai. You said Mumbai, Borivali. Is that correct, Mataji?
Yes, correct.
Yes, it's okay. Mumbai. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yeah, you can do like that, Mataji. That way you can understand and prepare prasadam every day for Krishna and offer. So that way also we can keep busy in serving Krishna.
Yes.
And we can tell others also, let others know that we are studying Bhagavad Gita, so that all such things will help, Mother. Will keep us in Krishna consciousness.
Correct.
Hare Krishna, Mother. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sejal Mataji, Sejal Suman Mataji, you asked some question. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sejal Mataji, Hare Krishna. Your question is that why Gita teaches detachment. So that is the only thing which is attaching to us to this material world. So what is binding? Basically bondage. So the bondage to this material world is because we are not having detachment. So we are having attachment. So if we are attached to this material world, so that means we will be bound to this material world. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that don't get bound to this material world. So you get detached from everything, from all the results. Don't expect results. That can happen automatically when we love Krishna. When we develop that attachment on Krishna, then we will be able to detach ourselves automatically. There is no doubt about it. It will automatically happen. So that's why, for your question, that why Krishna is asking us to detach ourselves from this material sense objects, because then only we can get liberation from this material world. Otherwise, it will bind us to this material world. So I hope you understand that answer, Mataji. Hare Krishna. If you're able to unmute, you can ask if any questions, or you can let us know from which place you are joining. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Bala Reddy Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hari Bol Prabhu.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna.
I understood Prabhu today's class. Thank you.
Hare
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sejal Mataji, thank you for informing that you are from Bangalore. If you can also give me your number, then I can add you into the Bangalore group. So WhatsApp group, you may be there. If you are already there in the Bangalore WhatsApp group, then it's fine. If you are there in a different WhatsApp group, then you can give me your number. I can add you into the Bangalore WhatsApp group. Hare Krishna. And Srabani Mataji asked a question that how to improve our chanting, as in our mind it is continuously going, but without diverting our mind, how to focus. So that's also a very important question. So that's what Krishna is teaching also in Bhagavad Gita, that the mind, the restless mind, due to its restless nature, the mind wanders here and there. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering nature, due to its flickering nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. Yato yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tatastato niyamyaitat atmanyeva vasamnayat. So how we can do? So that's what we are going to study in the 6th chapter. In 6th chapter, Krishna is teaching us that we need to sit straight, don't look at any other directions, keep our body, head and neck erect on the straight line, and don't look at any other directions, and simply focus our mind on Krishna. So this chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantram, so when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. At that time, the mind should not go anywhere. So in the beginning, the mind will definitely wander here and there, because that's how our mind is practiced. Our mind is practiced to go here and there. But when we do this practice regularly, so then our mind will stay in one place. So that is on Krishna's name, on the transcendental sound vibration. So that's why we need to focus our mind on the sound vibration. So over a period of time, when we practice, so then this happens. So then at that point of time, when we chant, our mind will not go anywhere else. So that is the thing, practice. That's what we are doing every day, 2 rounds at the end of our Bhagavad Gita class. You can do, it's prescribed to do 16 such rounds. So even I'm planning to increase the number of rounds in our class. At some point of time, it will happen. So we all can chant together also. So then you can also chant. So that way, simply it's practice. Krishna is saying that abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena grihyate. So if you practice continuously with the detachment, then it will happen. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hope you understand that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna
you so
Mataji.
much. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. That's a very important question. So by doing that, you will be able to understand that, Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji.
So you are from which place, Mataji? I think you got. Hare Krishna, Srabani Mataji. Hare Krishna.
From Delhi, Prabhuji, from Delhi, I've spoken.
Yeah, maybe we spoke.
2 days
Maybe
before.
you gave your number already, correct? We already spoke.
Yeah.
I remember. So just okay. So, but maybe I'm just trying.
You
to...
have added me also to the Delhi group.
Okay, Delhi group I added. Then it's fine, Mataji. Maybe with a different name or something. I remember. We last time we spoke. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
So which place in Delhi you said? South Delhi.
South Delhi.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, I remember. I spoke. Yes, Mataji. Then it's fine. So yeah, we will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will happen, Mataji, by Krishna's causeless mercy.
Sure. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sejal Mataji, thanks for sharing your number. I will add you into the Bangalore WhatsApp group. Hare Krishna. So, Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy we are able to continuously study Bhagavad Gita. We have to all thank Krishna, Mataji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kulanand Chaudhary. Hare Krishna Mataji. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Kulanand Prabhu, Hare Krishna. PML Sankar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful class today, Guruji. So,
yes,
so much important. This lesson is detachment, and every time you remind us, every time it makes us see it from a different angle. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. I'm back. Got back late last night, and I will listen to all the other classes via YouTube. Yes, I'll come on. Listening. I couldn't listen actually on YouTube also because the day was fully packed. with
Yeah.
different places and travel. So I will finish catching up, and thank you for taking now
Yes.
two verses. I think you've started shlokas,
Yeah.
right, for every day. Yes, so I've been seeing that also, that
No, yes.
you've started
We are studying
shlokas.
one sloka every day as usual. So 6th chapter, we finished 3rd sloka now. Yes, Mother.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Thank you very much for the
Thank you,
class. Hare
Mataji. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Yes. I will
Krishna.
catch up with you later about what is happening with the other
Sure.
meetings also.
Sure, Mataji. We will discuss. Yes,
Yes.
Mother. Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you,
Mataji.
Guruji.
Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
much.
Hare Krishna. Sangeeta Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Pranam
A
Mataji. Hare.
wonderful class, no questions today. This is very clear. And the shloka also, that means tranquility of our mind, that is the way to being blessed, I think. That is a thing which I got. That means absence of all the thoughts of the world and getting detached,
Yes,
everything.
Mother.
That is the main thing. So we have to practice that. And so every time in the some or the other way, Krishna is guiding us towards that only. So thank you so much. Blessed to attend your classes.
Yes, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy only. Costless mercy.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Lisa
Thank you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class today, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Every day I feel so blessed to have joined the sessions on
Yes,
Bhagavad Gita. Thank you so much, Guruji.
thank you, Mataji. It's Krishna's costless mercy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Hare. No questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste, Guru.
Namaste, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Mohan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji. As usual, it is excellent and really enjoying. Yesterday it was missing. That day also, without the Bhagavad class, Bhagavad Gita class, that the days are not going smoothly. so this is how it is. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. And Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you, Prabhu.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Very
Krishna,
soon.
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Dipesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you for
Hare
the
Krishna.
wonderful class. Is everything good at home, Guruji? Is everything going good?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, everything is going fine. Yes, Prabhu. I'm in a different place, so lighting is not good now. Yes, Prabhu, that's it.
Oh, you are not at home?
Yeah, not at home. I came to my son's hostel apartment, so that's why it's.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yes,
okay. I don't have any questions today, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class. I missed a couple of days, but I'll just catch up.
Yes,
Hare Krishna,
yes,
Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji. Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Gayatri Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful class, Guruji, as usual.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Very well said. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Palniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Today's explanation,
Yes,
you are told that Arjuna has to fight for Krishna, and
Yeah.
he is not supposed to fight for his Subhava.
Yeah.
So that is, could you explain still more? That is not so clear. That means if anybody fight for his own Subhava without Krishna's this thing, that means he can change himself because his Subhava can change. Is it that
Yes.
answer? I am not.
That is correct.
So
That's what Krishna is saying, that see, our Swabhava is making us to act. For example, Arjuna's Swabhava is making him to fight. But if he is attaching to the results, is not forced by Swabhava. Swabhava is not making anyone to get attached to the results. Because we are attached to the results, Swabhava is making us to fight, making us to act. That is the problem. The problem is that because we are attached to the results, we are forced to act. If we are not attached to the results, then we are not forced to act. So now how we can prove that we are not attached to the results? By acting for Krishna, by doing it for Krishna, without expecting the results. Anyhow, we are forced to act. We have to act. We can't sit idle. So we need to act. But we need to act only for Krishna, do everything for Krishna. So what Krishna wants from us, what Krishna is expecting from us. So if we do that, then we are going to find happiness. We are going to get peace of mind. So that means we are not attached to the material sense objects. So that means we are going to elevate ourselves to the Brahmabhuta platform. So at that point of time, we are no more forced to act because we lose our attachments, correct? When we act for Krishna, then we will lose our attachment to the results. So that way, when we lose our attachment to the results, we will not be any more forced to act. So now we are forced to act because we are attached to the results. So now we need to find out how to change this mindset. What our mind thinks, that's what is very important. Whether our mind is thinking about Krishna or thinking about the results. See, in the beginning, Arjuna was thinking about the results. When he was thinking about the results, he told Krishna that I don't know what is good for me, whether to fight or not, whether to win or to lose. Nachaitad vidmaha kataranno gariyo yadva jayema yadivana jayev. Whether to win or to lose, I don't know what is good for me. But at the end, he found, by understanding the entire Bhagavad Gita, it's good for him to fight for Krishna without thinking about the results. So that's how we all have to act. We have to do everything for Krishna without thinking about the results. Results are for Krishna. We are doing it for Krishna. So that's what is going to happen. It's happening with us because we are all now not thinking about anything else. And this time comes, we are all coming and joining this Bhagavad Gita, correct? We are not attached to anything else at this point of time. Our main goal is only to listen to Bhagavad Gita, to enjoy Bhagavad Gita, to listen to Krishna. That's why we are attached to Krishna. So basically, when that attachment on Krishna comes, then we will do whatever Krishna wants from us. So Arjuna developed that attachment to Krishna, even though Arjuna was his friend, Krishna's friend, and all the time with him. But after getting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he understood that he even went ahead to kill his own kinsman, to kill his own grandfather, Bhishma and Drona, everyone. So that is because he is now, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he is very much like convinced that he should just do what Krishna is asking him to do. That's it. No questions. No questions. Because Krishna is asking him to fight, he's fighting. That's it. Same thing for us. When we study and understand this Bhagavad Gita, when we love Krishna, when we fully believe in Krishna, we just have to do what Krishna is asking us to do. That's it. No more questions. So that is the way we need to progress. You understand that, Prabhu?
thank you, Guruji. Very, very clear. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranams Prabhu. Dandavat Pranams.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Prabhu.
Last week I missed your classes.
Yes.
I was away Varanasi for some work.
Oh, okay. That's why you missed. Okay, Prabhu.
Really a beautiful learning from you. Today's class also very good. And you have said that we are forced to change that by
Yes,
keeping always learning from Krishna. That is nice. Really wonderful learning from you to get detached from the worldly things and to the path of Lord Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for the class. And very nice to again and again hear about our attachment. And today's take back was that Arjuna was not given the choice whether you want to fight or don't want to fight. There was no choice. He had to. But whether he wants to fight for Krishna or for the material modes of nature acting on him.
Yeah, that was the only thing. Yes.
That was bringing out so much in depth about our own lives. So there are points or there are like we are very cornered sometimes to do some things. So there's no choice we have. But when we decide in our mind that we want to do it for Krishna, so Guruji, yes, we are on some crossroads, sometimes.
Yeah, but when we depend on Krishna, when we fully surrender into Krishna, he will take care of everything, Mataji. He will clear away all our issues.
Yes. So,
yes, Mataji.
So the choice is not with the activity that is happening to us. Our choice is whom we choose to be with.
Yeah, what we are thinking, whether we are doing it for Krishna or for us, that is the thing.
Yes, Guruji.
We are attached.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Balareddy Prabhu, I think I pressed it again by mistake, Prabhu. I know we spoke.
Yes. Guruji, you spoke.
Yes,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today I am joining late, Guruji.
No problem.
Some commitments are morning time. It's come to, so long time I am not speaking with you.
Yes. Yeah, Krishna's
you
can follow
regularly you are fully interested and Krishna's blessing you and our. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahib Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, very wonderful session. Really, I am going to the examination hall. I am failed to attend regular That's very difficult for me to, if the exam starts by 10, and really, so I'm in the outside hall, and really that great, we should at any cost, we should not miss the class at any cost, at any situations, and we have to uh, very much put about Lord Krishna consciousness, and without which all the devotees are very sincerely ask questions, and I should communicate the discourse, nice discussions, the skill knowledge, without which we cannot go move an inch. So we are very grateful. We are all grateful to you because of your merciless, merciful, and costless mercy caused by you. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satada Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna. Pranam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.